Hi friends, it's Dina with Forever Free with EFT, and today we're going to do a tap about the what ifs. Where do the what ifs come from? They are often connected to high anxiety. Our mind starts going through a cycle of what ifs because we're dwelling on something in the future that is out of our control, and we have a lot of fear and stress and anxiety about how things will play out for us in the future. So we need to go through them, take the charge out of them, because ultimately they are just a big distraction to us from being present and thinking through what's actually happening to us versus what could or might, or some of the what ifs get so out of hand that they're not even really in the realm of possibilities, but our mind keeps that cycle going and keeps us trapped in that emotion. So it's kind of a brilliant distraction by the enemy. So we're just going to go through it, and as I go through and name some kind of bigger generic what ifs, definitely tap through your personal what ifs, get to every aspect of them, go through them all, and so you can get that charge down for your own personal what ifs. So even though my mind runs through the cycle of what ifs that I think about over and over and over again, I love and accept myself, and I am safe. Even though I struggle in my mind with so many what ifs about so many different things in my life, I love and accept myself, and I am safe. Even though my mind is often trapped in an endless cycle of what ifs, and it creates a lot of anxiety, I love and accept myself, and I am safe. What if there's something that's threatening my relationship? What if my spouse wants to leave me? What if our relationship is beyond repair? What if we can't pay those bills that are coming in? What if we don't have money to get enough food for our family for the week or the month? What if I don't get that job that I so desperately need? What if I can't keep this job, or somehow my job is threatened? What if I don't pass my performance rating at work and my job becomes threatened? What if I hear that diagnosis? What if the treatment that I need is big and scary and overwhelming? What if my child rebels and goes down the wrong path? What if my child gets in with the wrong crowd of friends and starts making terrible choices that might affect their future? What if this relationship continues to crumble in front of me? What if that person continues to blame me for something that's not my fault, that I'm not involved in? What if I can never seem to meet the expectations of that friend, that spouse, that person that I care for? What if that neighbor that is just at odds with us comes and does something against our property. All these what ifs, they cycle around and around in my mind. It's like a hamster wheel that I can't get off of. They invade my thinking more often than not, or they prevent me from getting to sleep or staying asleep. They come on when I least expect them. They take me by surprise sometimes. I'm not trying to engage in this thinking, but I can't get myself out of it. My mind gets stuck in the distractions of what if. What is the what if? It's a distraction. It's something the enemy uses to keep me stuck, to keep me feeling helpless, hopeless, afraid, angry, fearful, triggered by the what ifs. I can choose to let them go because I can take on the promises of the Father that He tells me in Scripture. I can have Him help me be present when I go to Him in prayer, when I get in the Word, to look at the reality instead of the what if. I know that the Father is bigger than all of these what ifs, and I can choose to bring them to Him and lay them down at His feet, to submit my what ifs to Him, to let them come forward. I can bring them, I can cry them out to Him. Father, these are my what ifs. What's going on? How do I navigate all of this? It's too much. It's overwhelming. He knows. It's not too much for Him ever. So I have to take each what if and give it over to Him, put it at His feet, and walk away from them and not pick them back up. And instead, I need to run to His promises. I need to fill my mind with the truth of who He says I am and what He says He can and will do for me. Breathing out the what ifs, laying them down, not entertaining them. They are a distraction. They keep me from the present and His presence. They keep me from this moment of being who I am and doing what He's called me to do. He is capable and He's bigger than the what ifs. I will choose to let go of my what ifs. I don't need to walk in that fear. I can choose to let go of those what ifs and not walk in that fear. I can choose to let go of those what ifs and not walk in that fear. So you can continue to go through them as often as you need to, tapping each time. And if you're still not getting your number down or the relief that you feel that you need, definitely don't forget about doing the 9 gamut. It's here on my channel. It's labeled the EFT 9 gamut. It's an important tool when we feel especially stuck or activated. It definitely helps to release all that energy and to calm our nervous system. And that can be really important when battling the what ifs. So practice it, try it out, and see if you find yourself forever free.